kept you waiting, huh?
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Hello? Can you hear me? Okay, alright, so it's a little quiet. Let's see if we can fix that. But how are you all this glorious fine evening? So, Aurora, there is a program or a website called Restream.io that will let you stream to both. So so Savage, the sick intro, I legit just ripped off of YouTube. I know that's awful, but I borrowed that from YouTube, the countdown. But the intro with my music and all that, that's me. You know, the one that looks like a PowerPoint presentation, that was Media Jam, okay? But let's see, Mona. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. But, yeah. So, I don't know if you guys are fans of Ocarina of Time, one of my favorite games. Right, me too, Savage. That's why when I saw that, I was like, man, you know, I don't have a whole lot of eyes on me. I'm just going to borrow that for the moment until I make something better. But, so we're doing this Ocarina of Time randomizer. Oh, the kept you waiting, huh? That was just a soundbite from Metal Gear Solid 2, I believe, that I ripped and stuck at the end of my countdown because I thought it'd be neat. But, so the Ocarina of Time randomizer, we started this on Friday last week, I think. And we did pretty okay. Appreciate that, Savage. Thank you. Like, probably my favorite thing about streaming, actually, is putting it all together. I really enjoy putting the scenes together and trying to come up with different ideas for, you know, my screen get up and how I want things to be. So this randomizer I did, or we're doing, just to kind of get you all in the know. All the music is randomized. So if you know this game like I know this game, or like a lot of people know this game, it's going to sound a little different than what you're used to. Jabu Jabu is deceptively difficult. Ocarina of Time, Jacek, actually is probably my favorite game. Like, number one, when you take everything into consideration, Ocarina of Time is probably my number one. So, what I've randomized in this is not everything. And let me know if the levels are okay, if you guys can hear the music and you can hear me okay. But, right. So, and of course, your in your house theme is boss battle music. But so all the colors of Link's tunic is going to be randomized. Now, unfortunately, the default tunic is not all that different than the typical default color. But so what I've randomized, all the items that you typically get in a chest in the game have been randomized completely around the map. I did not randomize the Kokiri sword or the Ocarina, as that could be a major pain in the tuchus. And this is my first time streaming one of these. I'm kind of keeping it a little easier at first. I've gotten quite a few blue rupees, unfortunately. Since this is my first randomizer, something I did do and I probably won't do next time is I started myself off with the largest wallet, and I started it off full. Because I figured the first time I just kind of want to breeze through it. But, so where we're at now, we just finished the Deku Tree. And I actually have everything I need to complete Dodongo's Cavern. So we're going to head to the second dungeon of the game, and we are going to play Dodongo's Cavern. But I will say this, the Navi, her sound is a little less annoying now. Okay, so Roira, this is on the Nintendo 64, and I'm actually playing it on a Nintendo 64 using my EverDrive. So if you don't know what an EverDrive is, an EverDrive is a flash cartridge that you can... Let me see, I've got the Keaton mask. Okay, I'll do that on the way. See, Twilight Princess I couldn't get into, Savage, but I'll get back to that in a second. Back to what Roy was asking me. The EverDrive, Roy, allows me to put... I'm dropping frames. Let's see here. It says I dropped a few. Let's look at something. Let me... Maybe I could drop the bit rate a little bit. Here, we'll drop the bit rate a little bit and see if that helps with the frames. But, so this EverDrive allows me to put an SD card in a cartridge and play it on original hardware. So, you know, I totally didn't dump the entire Nintendo 64 library on there, I promise. But definitely makes this a lot more fun. And then also, I'm playing using the Brawler 64 controller. If you guys have never used the Brawler 64, my God, give it a shot. It's awesome. It is fantastic. Let's go ahead. Let's get our masks sold to this dude real quick. Talk to him real quick. Alright, so we made $5 off of him. Right, Savage definitely looks a lot like Pikachu. Oh yeah, Roy, this game is full of music that is just so awesome that sometimes I hear things and I wonder where it came from, and it's from my favorite all-time game. Yeah, I've always said Pikachu when I saw the Keaton mask. And you know what? The years add up, definitely, for it to be an homage, so to speak. I don't have to fight that dude, but I kind of want to. Alright, so let's blow through Dodongo's Cavern. See what we can do in here. See if we find anything good. We still have quite a few good items. So we have the house music for Dodongo's Cavern. It is so not intimidating. Okay, so Roy, in this game, they don't really do much of anything. There are a couple that will do things if you wear them in certain places. Let me turn the brightness up on my monitor real fast. But more often than not, they're just for this side quest where you sell the masks to make a little extra Skrilla. And in this game, you're definitely going to need to do them because you don't know what you're going to get by doing all of it. I ain't worried about you. 5th grade teacher played Zelda's Lullaby when we were doing a writing project. Oh, that's awesome, man. I play the ukulele, and I learned a lot of the Ocarina songs on it. It's just kind of fun to sit around and play. Oh, Roy, what'd you do to your leg? We got a chest here. This could be anything. And we got 20 rupees. Okay. So let's go ahead and knock him out with that. Oh yeah, man, you'll get rupeed to death in this game. Mona, I don't remember if I said hello to you, but hello. Thank you for stopping in. Alright. Oh, also, the Deku Scrubs are also randomized, so they could have anything. But they only charge $10 a deal, so. And there you go, Savage. There's our first blue rupee of the episode. Fantastic. I can also turn that map off, make it a little easier for you guys to read chat until I need it for something. Okay. So I think we've done what we can do over here. Back to the other side. Yes, that's alright. If we stay on this here, it won't hurt us too much. Yeah, I watch a YouTuber called Attacking Toucans, and he does a lot of Ocarina of Time randomizers and stuff, and he calls those a bloopy. Now, we can also talk to this dude, these gossip stones, and they might tell us where something is. The final reward from the frogs of Zora's River is a red rupee. So that's okay, though, because now I know that I don't have to do the frogs on Zora's River if I don't want to. I mean, they do have a lot of money for us, if we so choose, but, alright. You can also do this temple as an adult, climb right up there, but we're not going to do that. No, no, sir. Drop a bomb there. Mona, I got to say, I'm pumped for your BTG world to come to fruition. It's going to be so fun. I don't know how you put up with being the person. Oh yeah, Savage, that's definitely lots of rupees. There's money to be had. I'm glad to hear that. Glad to hear it's coming along. Let's see, we'll put that there. So something else in this particular version of the randomizer, which is so awesome, is the addition of the D-pad functionality in this game. The D-pad is at least 2 dungeons in this game for living creatures. Which one of all things? Huh. That's good. That's a good point. Dave, how you doing tonight, buddy? Thank you for joining the stream and welcome. Shiner, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, this game is a little familiar, you're right. Alright. I didn't even see the keys there. The Deku Tree, Savage, I think would be the other one. If I could, you know. Good God. Walk into him, Jane. Alright. Got it. The old great Deku Tree. It's a classic. Let me do something real quick. Alright, guys, let me mute the speakers on my monitor real fast. They're kind of tripping me out. 1 second. I actually play my games on my 45-inch television across the room with using 30 feet of HDMI cables to and from. So I sometimes forget to mute the sound bar associated with the television. That leads to some trippiness. Baby the dongos here, just chilling. Of course, I don't think they can climb up here after us, so. I also, like I said, this is the first randomizer that I'm streaming, so I also turned, they give you lots of options when you're setting up your seed. Oh yeah, Savage, I got 30 feet running from Elgato out back to the television, and then I have a 30-foot cable over in my gaming center that runs all the ends, so I just have to switch an HDMI cable to stream anything in my library. I wanted to make a situation where I could stream the most I could stream with the least amount of headache. And it's worked out decently for me. I have the green screen and everything, with a game like this, it's not really necessary. Plus, I got my ball and kiss blanket back here, so whatever. Alright, now these dudes... Oh, so they've got the Hyrule Castle Town music for this particular battle. That's great. This music's tripping me up, guys. So, have you ever noticed that these dudes kind of fight a lot like enemies in like a Chuck Norris movie or something? They won't all attack you at once. They kind of wait their turn and then politely go back to their corner while their buddy decides to come over and get himself wrecked real quick by the hero of time. Man, my play is not where I want to be. That's okay. That's okay, I'm with friends. It's cool. I don't have to be good. I don't have to be good. What the heck are you? There you are. Alright, there we go. Yeah, Savage, it took a lot of time and money to put all of this together, but it's pretty good. It's very distracting, the music is, I agree. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they sound like they're popping or something, don't they? Now when I say this is my first randomizer that I've streamed, it is, but it's not the first one I've played. I've actually been practicing with different seeds for probably 2 or 3 weeks before I started streaming this, just to kind of get my bearings about it and everything. And so Dodongo's Cavern's not one that I have a lot of trouble with right now. I know where I'm going. Hopefully this dude has something good. What we got? A piece of heart, and it gave us another heart container, so that we'll take that. You see, so Wind Waker Randomizer, I was watching a guy play some of it. And the problem with me is, I've beaten Wind Waker, and I love Wind Waker. But I don't know Wind Waker like I know Ocarina of Time. As a matter of fact, this is probably the only Zelda game that I'm confident enough in to play a randomizer. I still have so much Zelda I need to play. Yeah, definitely, I was a steal on a heart piece. I'm actually very ashamed to say that I have never beaten Majora's Mask nor Link to the Past, and they're both on my 2 stream lists, because hopefully that'll keep me honest, and I will finish them if I have a stream making it to where I have some accountability on what games I play and why. I think we got one more big dude around here somewhere. Yeah. There it is. How the heck did that miss him both? Alright. There we go. I think I'm too close to this torch instead of trying to fight this dude. There we go. So Breath of the Wild was your first. See, that blows my ever-loving mind. I loved Breath of the Wild. I think I've got close to 200 hours in it at this point. But, it's not perfect. It's not, there's some definite things I would change about Breath of the Wild, I think. And hopefully some things change with Breath of the Wild, too. But to be honest with you, at the same time, I don't know how realistic the things I would change are, and if I'm more just being a nostalgic Zelda fanboy, so to speak. I miss my traditional temples and my dungeon items. Lone Wolf Bobby Blade, how are you doing, sir? Breath of the Wild is fantastic, my man. You should definitely give that one a shot. Bobby, do you have a Switch? Because I'm telling you, for the first 2 years I had a Switch, it was basically a $300 Zelda and Mario Odyssey machine. For sure. Now it's kind of got a Mario Maker 2 thing going on for me. Which I almost streamed Mario Maker 2. I'm doing very well, sir. Very well indeed. Just trying to run through this randomizer. Have some fun. See what's up. The Switch is an interesting thing for me. Like, I don't love the Switch because I don't play games handheld. I'm not a handheld gamer. I'm pretty sure I'm just not the target audience for that. But, what the heck am I doing with those bombs? 530 hours, Savage. That is insane. That is insane. Now, you were in school until recently, right, Savage? High school? Because I don't think I can sink 530 hours in anything but a dead-end job that I love so much. It's a great game. I won't disagree. It is fantastic. Oh, okay. Guys. That's what we call one beautiful, sexy item for us to find right here in the middle of Dodongo's Cavern. Boomeranging up. Okay, so that means we can officially do all of the child dungeons before we ever pull the sword, the Master Sword, like the game was intended to be played. Okie dokie. So, Rora, the boomerang will allow us to reach things. So, say that there's one of those gold spider deals up here. Alright, I could kill it with my slingshot, but I can't collect the token. The boomerang will allow me to collect the token, for example. And it's also required for the final... There's 3 dungeons as Child Link. I'm actually really shocked that I found the boomerang this soon. Usually it's hidden somewhere, but that's good. That's a good seed. So we might actually finish all the childhood dungeons before I ever pull the Master Sword. Which would be a weird way of doing things in the right order. But I've ran out of room in my setup. Yeah, Bobby, I think room in the setup's difficult. For sure. I have, here in my game room, I have hooked up to play at any time. I've managed to have a no judgment. Everybody knows that I'm a dirty, stinky pirate at times. But it's all out of love. And I buy things that are available to me. But I have a NES Classic modded, an SNES Classic modded, a PlayStation Classic modded. Don't hurt yourself, guys. Wii U, Switch, PS3, PS4, PS2, N64, GameCube, and that might be all of it. Oh, and I have a Raspberry Pi set up. There you go, Rora. Here's a good example of what I would do with that boomerang. And I have a Raspberry Pi set up with a 256 gigabyte image. Something like 11,000 games on the Pi. So they're mostly old retro games, like, you know, Commodore 64, Atari 2600, and television. Oh, no, you won't. No, they're going to burn my shield. Nope. Let's change that shield real quick. You ain't getting me. Mr. Fire Keese. It has become a borderline obsession to a point to where a buddy of mine, Shane, who is in chat right now, actually is Asmondeus, and I were at the mall doing some errands, and there's a retro game store in the mall. Some frame rate hits. Let's see. Let me see about the... Let's see if I can lower the bit rate again, guys. Hold on. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to try to limit the frame rate a little bit. Let's see. See what I could do. I tell you what. You all stick right where you're at. I'm going to lower the stream quality to 720p since this is a 480p game anyway. So just hang tight. Be back in 2 seconds.